So here's my recommended read for historians that do gender or world history and also queer history. I also recommend this if you're just teaching a world history class and you're looking for additional readings to integrate into your syllabus that deal with gender and also with queer history. This is Peter Stearns' Gender in World History, and I assigned parts of this book for my modern world history class. As the title suggests, of course, it talks about gender issues, gender history in world history, but it also does delve into the questions regarding gay rights and LGBTQ plus history as well. Granted, it's not super detailed since it's meant to be more of a synthesis history, but I think it's a good introductory start, especially if it's like for your first year or second year students. Anyways, I love this point that's made on the very last chapter. It's talking about some of these global trends, and anyways, here's the one concerning gay and transgender rights. Western hostility to homosexuality was, of course, highly traditional. Actual interference with private homosexual activities had varied over time. During much of the 19th century, for example, discrete behavior might be overlooked, but from the 19th century onward, several show trials of homosexuals and recurrent police action against gay recreational centers had injected new life into the issue, along with new claims by psychiatrists that homosexuality was a mental disorder. Then, rather strikingly, the later 20th century saw surprisingly rapid about-face in many Western countries. The result was the most startling addition to the list of gender-related issues. I think this is my favorite part. True to form, Western leaders now began urging that gay rights should become a global standard. There was, of course, bitter historical irony here. Many societies had long surpassed the West in the cultural acceptance of homosexual behaviors and two-spirit identities. It was the West that had prompted greater global hostility by the late 19th century, admittedly building on more traditional reservations in several regions. But it proved difficult to undo the legacy of the past. So yes, Gender and World History, definitely recommend it. Check it out. The first part is Formation of Patriarchal Traditions, Mixed Signals, which covers the 1500s to 1900s. The last part is on the contemporary world. Again, you don't have to assign the whole thing. Maybe you can take certain chapters and assign certain chapters to your students. But if you're going to do that, obviously do not make your students buy the whole book. And FYI, it looks like you can request an inspection copy or just request it through interlibrary loan.